Welcome to DocSafe. Now, if this is your first usage of DocSafe, I'm going to run through now how you set everything up so you can start getting your clients onto the system. When you first open DocSafe, you'll notice there are 6 boxes. This tutorial is going to simply focus on the box up here, which is called Company Options. So let's go into it now. When you first in here, you'll notice 2 main boxes, Company Settings and SMTP Routing. I'll just explain. In the general company settings, the only box you need to worry about is the user home page. The user home page is the page where your clients are directed to when they receive their notifications of files being uploaded. So it's really important that when you have DocSafe embedded in your website, this is the home page or the URL that clients will be taken to when they want to log in. SMTP routing options are only needed if you have any particular preferences of outgoing emails. DocSafe will deliver your emails for you, so 9 times out of 10 you don't have to worry about this, so you can ignore it. But if you have a large amount of bounced emails or there are some issues, SMTP routing will allow you to reroute all outgoing emails through your own mail server. But to start with, it's very rare that clients use this, but only use it by exception and come to us first if you have any problems setting it up. Now let's start going across some of the options at the top. The first thing you're going to need to do is to click on the logo upload. You need to put in your copy of your own logo so that the outgoing emails that are delivered, whether they be by us or whether they be by you, carry your branding. We recommend you either use a JPEG or an EPS file format and simply browse on your PC, find it and upload that file. The next option along the top menu are folder templates. Now this is really important for you to focus on. Folder templates are one of the first things you need to set up when setting up DocSafe. This will then save you in the future having to manually create folders for each individual client. All the instructions for creating the folder templates are here on screen. So just remember to name each template and put a space between each. You can have multiple templates which you can choose from when creating a client thereafter. So once you've spent a bit of time setting up the folder templates, it's going to save you a great deal of time later on. So just think through the combinations. You can have any combination of folders that you wish, remembering to indent every subfolder by 1 character, as you see in the example to the right. Now we'll move on to business units. Now the first thing I'm going to say about business units is that you only need to use business units if you are looking to segregate clients between staff members. So if you have no intention of restricting access to certain clients at a staff level, then you have no need to use business units. Most of our clients don't use them, so only focus on it if you have that specific reason. Okay? When you set up business units, you are effectively grouping clients into these unit groups, and then you can attach a staff member to those units. A staff member can exist in any combination of these units, okay? But it's a way of restricting them so they don't have access to certain clients, but only use this by exception. Next on our hit list is staff maintenance. When we first set up DocSafe for you, you normally have at least 1 member of staff, and that person will be like an admin user. That person will be able to set up other members of staff, and like anything else in DocSafe, just simply look for a plus in the top right hand corner. Most of the creation options are obvious. The first password that you give the staff member will be a one-time use only, so don't worry about that. You can ignore business units if you're not using them. Keep the upload permissions as staff and users, so don't change any of that. And we recommend that most staff members have these 3 boxes in permissions ticked: documents, folders and users. Only tick the other boxes if you want this particular staff member to have access to some of the setting functions. So do you want this particular staff member to have access so that they can create other members of staff and change some of the overall settings? But I would recommend you leave this as the default setting. Finally, you can ignore the 2 options in the top right hand corner unless you have specific needs to do large staff imports or create internal documents for your staff. You'll now be able to move on to our next